Owie. I hit my head. Good morning on day 41. I'm all packed up, ready to go. I'm still sitting up here at the shelter. I figured it took me like an hour. I get slow mornings. I just chug along. But my sack is soaking wet. I think the bag thing worked when it ran the normal amount, but last night it was just raining so hard that it just went right in. I was gonna tie like a drip line on the rope so some of the rain drips off instead of going into the hole in the bag. I don't know. Need some kind of way to seal it so the water doesn't go in. But even if you seal it, the rope soaks and it soaks through because the water will just soak through the rope. It's gonna be an interesting day. I'm not sure if it's gonna keep raining. It's raining a lot less than I thought it was going to. So I think I'm just gonna wear just shorts and maybe a rain jacket. I don't know. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm probably gonna stop a bunch of times and change things out. But there is also no privy here, so I'm gonna have to stop further up when it's not raining at some point. Let's pack up and get going. I'm all loaded up, ready to go. Today, I don't know if I mentioned, but it's gonna be a 16-mile day. I'm tripping from the shelter. It's gonna be a 16-mile day. I'm gonna try to hit a road. Trying to make about 9 miles for the next day so I can go into the next hostel. I did think about going to the road, and there's a hostel right there, half-mile down. Like, give them a call, pick me up. So if you like one night here, one night at a hostel, then another night at a hostel. But I don't know. I'm gonna try to avoid that unless something happens and I'm super miserable and I need to get dry. But I'm gonna try to get to the road. Point one more, there's a little spring with some tent sites, so I'm gonna set up there. And supposedly it's not gonna rain after the afternoon, so I think by camp time I should be all dried up and ready to go, so we should be good. So it's just gonna be kind of rolling up and downs, but it's gonna be 3,000 feet altogether. I mean, it's 16 miles. Starting at 8, so that's pretty good, early-ish. And I hope to be there at least by 5 or 5:30, we'll see. Got my pack cover on, rain jacket, I'm all ready to go. Got my camera covered, because it should be on and off rain for at least a few more hours. I'm still shocked it's not raining now, actually, but let's go and get some water. I had to really sip my water last night. I was kind of thirsty, but I knew I had to, keep my water lasting until I got to the next water source. So I took sips every now and then. It's not the best. It also helps you from getting up to go pee in the middle of the night. But yeah, I don't like doing that. I don't like sipping a little bit at a time. Yeah, I like to be able to just drink water when I'm thirsty. So if I'm thirsty all the time and I just keep taking sips, that's not a good sign. So let's get to that water and wait 15 minutes and then drink some more. It's funny, someone left this here. It's Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. 5% alcohol. What do you think? Should I get drunk for the rest of the day? Well, if I drink this, I will get drunk because I am not a drinker, but it only lasts like an hour. Alcohol has 7 calories per gram, right? That's good calories. Guthooks did have this spot marked as a view, and there's a bench. So what's the view like? It's actually pretty nice. They cut off a lot of the trees here and just wide open. I think if you sit here for like an hour, just absolutely silent, you could probably see some good wildlife walking through. For now, I'm jibber jabbering and it's a little cloudy. I bet you could see further too. Maybe. I find this to be a very odd sign. Superior Mountain 407. It's just like a weird number in the middle of nowhere. It's very odd.
I was gonna get some water. There's a lot of water sources around here. But I think because of the very heavy rains, all the water is really murky looking. That means I have to take off my pack and break out the filter then, because it just looks really silty. I found a couple of springs over here that are running much more clearly. So I filled up and there's a slight haze, but I think it's mostly scratched up bottle, but it's way better than the other spot. The other spot was really muddy, so now I gotta treat it. This is as high as I could fill up though, because the streams aren't as good. Good enough. Found the mushroom. It's hidden behind this plant. Isn't that funny looking? It's just like a little nub of a mushroom all by itself. Nothing else around. Odd. It's things like this that make it hard to push big miles. I've probably been here for like 10 minutes now. 10 minutes is a good amount of distance you could be hiking. But, I mean, when's the next time you're going to be at hardcore Cascades, you know? Gotta spend some time there, enjoy it. Take some photos to remember it later, you know? It's drizzling though, so I have to put the camera away. I couldn't stay too long. Time to keep going. Check out this crazy thorny plant right on the trail. That's a big thorn. And it's a huge one. And there are a couple of blue berries on there. I don't know what kind of berries they are. But these things are super thorny. Super thorny. Probably make traps out of these. These thorns are so big. Thought I was done with most of the thorns from Arizona. Yeah, that's a good one. Everybody watch out. These things are growing. I came to moorland Gap Shelter to take a break because it's still raining. It's actually rained a little harder and it's getting cold. But I checked my signal for the first time today, and I guess video 33 just went to private for some reason. Usually if Google does something or YouTube does something, they'll email you why, and there'll be a mark on there, but very odd. I just went in, switched it back to public, and it let me save it and everything. So I have no idea why it did that. I don't think I violated anything. Generally, everything I filmed was outside and nothing to violate that way. So I switched to public. Hopefully it stays that way. I'm gonna keep going. I have 6.5 more miles today. It's getting colder and colder. I'll check again there if I have signal, and hopefully everything's okay. And then video 34 will still go live today, but odd. But yeah, it's getting cold. I actually put on my rain pants because the wind was picking up, and it's just getting colder and colder. I'm gonna wear my rain mitts. I haven't worn these at all yet. Haven't had a reason to, but I'm gonna wear these without gloves inside really. It's mostly just to keep the rain off my hands because it's getting cold for some odd reason. I was gonna camp out and not go to a hostel, but with it getting cold, it's tempting, so tempting. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go camp out and then I'll go to a hostel tomorrow. So that's the plan for now. Hands cold. What's going on here? I can't check the weather. My signal is too weak. In fact, it took me like at least 5 minutes to try to get the video back to public and try to save it. It just wouldn't let me save. But I couldn't check the weather, so I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it doesn't freeze overnight. Hopefully it stops raining first. I've seen these green vines before. I showed you one earlier. This one's a nasty one as well, huge teeth. But I'm seeing a lot more of them. In fact, there's a huge bundle of them over here. And it goes all the way across. There's more growing out of the ground over here. Hopefully they don't grow too quickly, because they are really thorny, and they are coming all over the trail already. And I tried to cut one with a knife. It just did not cut at all. You need something serrated, I think, or some kind of trimmers to cut them, but these thorns are nasty. A large portion of this day has been like this, just in the clouds. And although I think it's just drizzling every now and then, there's so much moisture in the leaves, well, I guess in the branches of the trees. Anytime there's like a slightest gust of wind, rain drops down. It's just been wet, wet, wet all day. And when I was taking a break, it started getting really cold, but it seems to have moderated itself. It's not cold anymore. Well, I'm glad I'm wearing my rain pants, because even on the climbs, I didn't get warm at all. So that meant I was pretty cold. Now the question is, we're going down now, because we crossed the street before the campsite I want to stay at. But the big question is, what will the conditions be at the campsite? Will we still be in the clouds? Because we're not going to go down that far. If we're still in the clouds, it's going to be a super damp night and morning again. And then basically I've been thinking to myself, like, is it worth just running down to the hostel, get a bunk, avoid getting all my stuff super wet, and then tomorrow it won't matter as well? I don't know. Still mulling it over, because the bunks aren't too expensive. Mulling it over. It's a tough one. Tough one. Since I knew today was gonna be a 60 miler, I had one of these to keep me going. It's a haribo berries. They make it look like little blackberries and raspberries, but they're delicious. They're like gummies on the inside, but then the little round bits are all like harder candy. Not super hard, but super sugary. I'm sure most people that don't like super sweet things would not like it, but I like it. I like it plenty. And I usually try to eat gummies as I do climbs. I only have a little bit, maybe 4 miles to go for the day. Well, not a lot of climbs, so I'm trying to finish this up today, just so I don't have it sitting around, because it's already open and it's super fruity smelling. So I'm gonna finish it all up. Owie. I hit my head. You can see there's a big brown spot on the umbrella. You see it? We walked into a tree. It was completely blocked out. Da 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 da. Boop. Oh. So that's one downside with an umbrella, especially when you're climbing. You tend to be like this. Every once in a while, I've been looking up. I missed this one. Owie. Right in the head. Oh. I think my umbrella is okay. I was worried it was bent or something. I'll heal, but not an umbrella. All right, let's go under this guy. Hear it though? Yeah, it's raining again. Someone mentioned in the comment that these purple funguses are pretty rare. Here's a nice sample right on the side of the trail. But I actually haven't seen any more since the max patch area. This is my first one. And these are huge. I mean, here's my hand. About the same level. It's crazy, huh? Just want to touch it. When it's wet like that, it looks really nice. Kind of looks like raisins. Giant, deformed raisins. Ooh, they're mushy. Yay, we're finally below the clouds. You can see the clouds right there, and look how far you can see now. Super clear, right? There's still a lot of moisture coming off the trees though, so everything's pretty wet. I'm not sure how far further down we have to go, but at least we're not going to camp in the clouds, hopefully. By the way, I checked the weather just a little while ago, and Saturday's supposed to be a low of 1. I heard there was going to be snow, but it's supposed to be a low of 1 at Roan Mountain, the town here. So I think everyone's going to get off trail for a bit there, just Saturday night. It's supposed to snow during the day Saturday, so people are probably going to get off Friday and Saturday, but it's a doozy of a weird front. Just one super cold day, and I was gonna look up the weather in the Smokies to see how much snow it's gonna come down there. Definitely don't want to be in the Smokies if it's gonna be 1 at this altitude. It's gonna be like -10 out there. That would not be super fun. Yeah, I guess we could just go down this ravine. Here it is. In gut hooks, they have it mentioned as a like rotten. Whoa, more of those flowers down there. You see them? I think they're wild onions or something. The grass parts look similar, but why are they blooming so well and they're so huge? But yeah, that cabin you can't really go into. That thing's gonna fall apart any second. Supposedly there's good camping around here, just no water. But look at these flowers. I saw them before. I saw better specimens before, I think, but I'm gonna have to look them up for sure, see what they are. 4:33, I made it to my campsite here. It's a pretty nice one. There's actually another huge one right after the road, like way off to the right. It's not mentioned in gut hooks at all, but I'll put a comment about it. It's huge, way bigger than this one. But this one's pretty big too. I'm gonna take one off to the side. This one's nicer than the other one though, because the water is right here. And it's actually pretty nice. It looks nice. And you get to hear the water all night. But I'll go way over here. Maybe over there. No, there's a huge branch hanging. It's just hanging straight down. I won't camp there. Yeah, I'll go over here and I guess I'll just kind of look at sites for a while and second guess myself for a while before I set up my tent. Looks like a good campsite right there. To look up. And I don't know if you're able to see, there's a huge, there it is, on the top. There's a huge branch just hanging that'll come torpedoing straight down if there's a good breeze or whatever perfect condition. But it's hanging straight down. I don't know. It looks like it's at the very top. It's hooked on something. But that'll rip a hole in a tent easily. Good evening. It's the night 41, I guess. And I'm ready to go to bed. I'm actually going to run out there and go to the bathroom one last time before I go. But it's it feels cold. Everything's damp. I know I'm not in the clouds anymore, but of course I get to pick a campsite right next to a stream, so everything's a little more humid than it could be. But tomorrow we'll be at the hostel at Foots. I always forget the names of all these hostels. I thought it was 9 miles away, but it's only 8 miles. It's going to be an interesting day tomorrow because we're going to go to Laurel Falls, and there's a part of the AT there that has a high water bypass because it often floods there, and it's been raining for 3 days every day. So I have a feeling I'm going to walk down the stairs and then find out the trail is flooded, so I'm going to have to go back up the stairs and take the alternate, but we'll see. But at the very least, we're going to go down there and check out the falls, right? We have to. But today was pretty nice, except being drizzled on all the time. It was a pretty good day. 16 miles, 3,000 feet. I did all right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and hope everything is okay with everyone. Hopefully these videos don't like just become private all of a sudden, like the day 33. I don't know what happened there. But hopefully everything's okay from now on and everything's good. Everybody be careful, and by the time this video comes out, I guess the frozen Saturday day has already come, but hopefully everyone's okay from that with the snow. Be crazy. It's supposed to get down to 1 degree, so oh well. Thanks for watching again, and you all have a good night.